Well, welcome in, everybody, to Kilmer Court here on the campus of Snider High School. I am Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast tonight, and we will have boys basketball between Leo and Snider in just a matter of moments. Right now, the JV game is in progress. That does see Snider leading 50-46 with 11.7 seconds left, but Leo is at the free throw line. They did not get their first free throw. The player at the line for Leo right now is number 25, Max Hartman, a sophomore. It is senior night here at Snider High School, so I will be back in about 40 seconds and try to bring you the senior night festivities. Snider will be recognizing Jordan Davis, Jordan Woods, Xavier Wilson, Shamar Reddick, Lane Patterson, and Tarico Fields. Those are the sophomores for Snider tonight. Back in 40 on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Again, the JV game still in progress here between Leo and Snider. You got Snider at the free throw line. The guy shooting right now is Donovan Wimbley, a sophomore. He hit his first one, missed his second. John Vance got the rebound, and right now Snider's just looking to run out the clock. A little foul there at the end will slow that down. Grayson Snider called for the foul, and it looks like it's Wimbley going right back to the free throw line. The score is 51-46. 5.7 seconds left to go in this JV game. And again, it is senior night here at Snider High School. They will be recognizing the seniors as soon as this JV game is all said and done. Got folks down behind the baseline or next to the baseline ready to take photos. Again, the seniors being honored tonight are Jordan Davis, Jordan Woods, Xavier Wilson, Shamar Reddick, Lane Patterson, and Tarico Fields. Those are the 6 seniors being recognized here at Snider. Those are the 6 senior basketball players, that is, being recognized. Wimbley just missed both of his free throws, and there's still 5 seconds on the clock. But Leo knocked the ball out of bounds, so the Panthers are going to look to run this clock out. You might see him on your screen. That's Grayson Wiss, and he is going to run the clock out. So the JV game is all said and done. Snider does win the JV game by a final score of 51-46 here at Kilmer Court. Snider is playing their last 2 home games of the season today and tomorrow. Today they play Leo. Tomorrow they play Blackford. For Leo, it's on the road the rest of the way, that is. At Snider tonight and at Blackhawk Christian on Tuesday. But right now, it looks like it is time to recognize the Snider seniors. And they're going to recognize those seniors right about now. So I will turn it over to our PA announcer for those festivities.
These athletes have committed themselves in the classroom, and they have put in the work, sweat, and long practices while being true Snider student athletes. Tonight, we recognize the class of 2026 here at Snider to celebrate their achievements with their family and friends. We honor these students tonight as being proud Panthers. Our first recognition, we'll start with our senior basketball team. Our first player, number 0, a guard, Jordan Davis, is accompanied by his parents, Courtney and Monshell Davis. Thank you, Jordan, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, number 1, guard Jordan Woods, is accompanied by his parents, Jermaine and Dr. India Woods. Thank you, Jordan, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, a guard, number 3, Xavier Wilson, is accompanied by his parents, Bria and Anthony Wilson. Thank you, Xavier, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, a guard, number 4, Shamar Reddick. He is accompanied by his parents, Martina and Fred Williams. Thank you, Shamar, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, a forward, number 5, Lane Patterson. He is accompanied by his parents, Lane and Shonda Patterson. Thank you, Lane, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, a guard, number 10, Tarico Fields. He is accompanied by his mother, Jessica Flores, and Patrick Flores. Thank you, Tarico, for being a proud Panther.
Well, it's that time when all the senior basketball players get to pose for pictures together. Again, the 6 senior basketball players recognized tonight here at Snider are Jordan Davis, Jordan Woods, Xavier Wilson, Shamar Reddick, Lane Patterson, and Tarico Fields. Those are the 6 seniors being recognized. And, of course, Shamar Reddick had that big game against Bishop Luers just a week ago tonight on the road when Snider came back from 18 points down to win that game. And Xavier Wilson's been having an outstanding season all year long. His sophomore year, he was scoring only in single digits. He's been scoring in double digits both as a junior and again as a senior.
We will recognize our 2026 Snider cheerleaders.
And now they're going to have recognition for the senior cheerleaders, so we'll keep it right here for that.
Our first senior cheerleader, Samara Avalanche, is accompanied by her parents, Angela and Michael. Thank you, Samara, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, Ashlyn Brindley. She is accompanied by her parents, Jenny and Michael Brindley. Thank you, Ashland, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, Ariana Conklin, is accompanied by her mother, Kimberly Conklin. Thank you, Ariana, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, Ava Langus, is accompanied by her parents, Megan and JB Langus. Thank you, Ava, for being a proud Panther. Our next senior, Mia Stigmeyer. She is accompanied by her parents, Nicole and Matt Stigmeyer. Thank you, Mia, for being a proud Panther. Our last senior cheerleader, Alyssa Von Hochty, is accompanied by her parents, Shanti and Tiffany Von Hochty. Thank you, Alyssa, for being a proud Panther. Let's put our paws together for our 2026 Senior Cheerleader. Thank you, 2026 Seniors.
So we have had our senior night recognition here at Snider High School. The Snider Panthers recognizing the 6 senior basketball players as well as the senior cheerleaders who have taken the court along next to the basketball team, if you will, cheering them on every single night that they play here at Kilmer Court. I'll give you an update on the record so far before we take our extended break. They're just about to go into their 20-minute warm-up here at Kilmer Court. Snider does come into this game at 14-7 overall. Now, they do have the better record than Leo, but Concordia did give them a close first quarter. Snider eventually pulled away from that one. Bishop Luers gave him a close game all around, and Luers actually led Snider by 18 before the Panthers came all the way back to win that game. So Snider has had some close games against teams that you would think, at least judging by records, they should be able to blow out, but they have not been blowouts, not always been blowouts. And, of course, the Bishop Dwenger Saints came here to Kilmer Court, and I believe they also had, or check that, they had a 14-point lead against Snider here at Kilmer. Panthers came all the way back, erased that deficit, and won the game in the end with a great performance by one of those seniors, that being Xavier Wilson. Then another one of those seniors, Jordan Woods, also had a great performance. So Snider may have the better record, but don't discount this Leo Lions team. Leo comes in at 7-13 overall. I talked about Bishop Dwenger. Leo just beat Bishop Dwenger in their most recent game, a 60-47 win this past Wednesday night. over at the Lions Den. And the Lions trying to get a couple of big wins, signature wins, before the regular season comes to an end. They're here tonight, and they will be on the road taking on Blackhawk Christian on Tuesday. Never an easy place to play, but the Lions trying to show that they can be competitive toward the tail end of this season. Had a good lead over over the Wayne Generals early on in the season, but then Wayne pulled away in the second half and ended up winning that game by 66. So this Leo team is certainly capable of hanging around with its opponents, with its better opponents, but can they hang around with those opponents for the better part of 4 quarters? Can they hang around with their opponents for all 4 quarters is the question for the Leo Lions. They'll hope to not only do that tonight, but they'll hope to walk away with a win. In the meantime, they are in the long break. They're in the warm-ups right now, so we'll go to our extended break. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. with no physician order needed. Contact us directly to receive top quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street life.
Welcome back to Kilmer Court here on the campus of Snider High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It is the Snider Panthers taking on the Leo Lions. Snider out of the SAC, Leo out of the Northeast 8 Conference. Now, the Northeast 8 Conference has already been decided. New Haven is the winner of that conference. For the SAC, that conference has not yet been decided. Right now, Southside is the leader of that conference with a 7-2 conference record. Snider is also 7-2, but Southside beat Snider head-to-head here on this gym floor. That was Snider's opening night. It was Southside's third game of the season, and Southside came away with the road win that night, so they get the head-to-head tiebreaker. However, Homestead still has to play Carroll. That game is tonight. So if Homestead were to win that game, you would have a three-way tie between Southside, Homestead, and Snider all at the top of the SAC because Southside beat Snider, Snider beat Homestead, and Homestead beat Southside, and all three of those teams would, in that scenario, have a 7-2 conference record at the end of conference play. I do believe that game for Homestead against Carroll is their final conference home game of the season. We'll pull it up right now here. Yeah, Homestead 6-2 in conference play, so their game against Carroll, which is tonight over at Homestead, is the final conference game of the season for the Homestead Spartans. Now, Carroll could certainly shake things up. They've got a 5-2 SAC record and at least be a player, perhaps, for a conference title. Now, Carroll beat Snider already, so if Carroll were to win that game and then beat Lures next week, then Snider would not be able to clinch even a share of the SAC, but Southside, I believe, would get it outright if that were to happen. If Carroll were to win their next two conference games, and they would get it outright even if Carroll were to win just tonight against the Homestead Spartans, but that game is over at Homestead High School tonight. I do have the starting lineups for Leo. The starters for this game are Trevin Cray, Sajay Richard, Lucas Miller, Jonah LaGrange, and Andrew Scroggum. Snider is starting all seniors, with this being senior night. They're starting Jordan Davis, Jordan Woods, Xavier Wilson, Shamar Reddick, and Lane Patterson. Lane Patterson does have plenty of starting experience under his belt. So too does Xavier Wilson. Wilson is the leading scorer for these Snider Panthers. Now Reddick Not putting up the big-time numbers, but he did score 13 points a week ago in Snider's come-from-behind win against the Knights of Bishop Luers on the road. Hit 3 big threes in that ball game. One of them ultimately turned into a game-winning 3. And, of course, Jordan Woods has played key minutes for these Panthers off the bench. It was just over 2 weeks ago when Jordan Woods was instrumental in leading Snider back from a 14-point deficit against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So even though he's not been starting a whole lot here at Snider since transferring over from Northside High School, he's put some good minutes on the floor. And, of course, Snider and their underclassmen, they've got plenty of talent there, especially Trell Hogue, who's the only other guy scoring in double figures behind Xavier Wilson. He's averaging over 11 points per game. And even though Ketron Pascal's averaging just over 9 points per game, he can still put up high point totals on any night of the week. And you could say that about Chance DeRosset. He's also under 10 per game on the season, but DeRosset can shoot lights out from beyond the arc. And he is a sophomore, a Wayne transfer, and a former St. Paul Lutheran School star in his middle school days. Well, it's time to get a few words in from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to bring you all these broadcasts that we bring you here on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. Always 100 presents Academy Drills and Skills continuing on through May 28th of this year. Camps go on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 5 to 6:30 p.m. It's for kids grades pre-K through 12th. You'll get to work on your dribbling, shooting, passing, and defense. For more information, call the folks at Always 100 at 260-444-2788 or go online to www.always100basketball.net. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Of course, it is on our YouTube channel where you can watch all of our live broadcasts of regular season high school sports. But if you want to watch our broadcasts of postseason basketball, you got to go to IHSAATV.org, and you can access those broadcasts on the IHSAA Champions Network. We had regional basketball last week at Belmont and also at Warsaw. Boys sectionals are just about 2 weeks away, more like a week and a half away, because some of those sectionals will be starting off early in the week. Leo, I believe, will be part of the same sectional as Concordia, Bishop Dwenger. They're part of sectional 21 in Class 3A. That also features Blackhawk Christian. Snider's part of the same sectional that also features Northrop, Northside, and Carroll. So while Snider may have the best record of all the teams in that sectional, some of those teams starting to come into their own late in the season, especially Carroll and Northside. Northside went on a good long winning streak after starting the season at 0-4. And Carroll defeated Northside. They also defeated these Snider Panthers in the regular season. So nothing's going to come easy when sectionals come around, no matter who you are. Of course, that's the time of the year where you throw records out the window and focus on doing what you can do to make your way to regionals and beyond. 5.5 minutes left to go until we get this game started. I talked about middle school basketball and how Chance DeRosset was such a great ball player in his middle school days at St. Paul Lutheran School in downtown Fort Wayne. A little bit more about middle school basketball coming up. We do plan to bring you some of that, and I'll tell you more when we come back. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Snider taking on Leo here at Kilmer Court in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is the matchup tonight here at Kilmer. We'll be right back here tomorrow as Snider takes on Blackford. And I'll also be at Blackhawk Christian later in the evening as the Braves take on Southside. You'll also get to tune in and watch Bishop Dwenger take on Woodland. I believe that's a 6 p.m. tip over at Bishop Dwenger High School, one of the games that we got going on tomorrow night. We'll check in on some of the games we've got going on tonight because it is 7:30. Some of those games may have started by now. I should say it's 7:37 p.m. Check on those in just a minute. However, I was talking about middle school basketball. Now, Chance DeRossa was such a great middle school player in his days at St. Paul Lutheran School in downtown Fort Wayne. We're hoping to bring you some MVP basketball this coming week and in the weeks after. MVP basketball looks like they'll be hosting Maplewood versus, it says Huntington. I'm thinking that might be Crestview Middle School. I think that game is scheduled for this coming Monday at about 6:30 p.m. That's just one of the games coming up of MVP basketball run by Mitch Sturm. Those games typically take place at the Boys and Girls Club in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Of course, they'll also host games from Hoosier Gym. They've hosted games from there the last 2 years. That's the same location where they filmed the movie Hoosiers, which if you're wondering where that is, it's down in Knightstown, Indiana. That is the location where Hoosier Gym is in the great state of Indiana. Time to check in on some other games going on. We got about 2 minutes and 15 seconds until we get started. We'll see if any games have gotten started. It looks like at least one has. Bishop Luers versus Northside. Northside's had a really good second half to their season after starting the season at 0-4. But they are down to Bishop Luers 15-10. Bishop Luers may be 2A, but they got a lot of talent, and they got a chance to have a good close to the season. Now, that Snider game, that's one where they played their hearts out and ended up coming out on the losing end of that one, despite being up 18 points. But I think you saw the level of talent that Bishop Luers has at their disposal. And I think you've seen that level of talent all throughout the season. Sad thing for Luers is some of those great players that they have this year are seniors, Carmani Davis and Ale Taylor, so they will not be back come next year. But Luers certainly hoping to build off of the talent that they have remaining. Wawasee and Southside look like they might be just about to get started if they haven't already. Check in on that one here in just a second. Looks like they're at a commercial break. We've got about a minute to go until we get started here at Kilmer. Yeah, they're still at a commercial break, so I'll check in on one other game going on in our area. That's Northwood versus Blackhawk Christian. Actually, there's a couple other games going on in our area that I can check on. Looks like Northwood Blackhawk has not yet started. Still in the pregame. Wayne and Concordia have just started, and that sees Wayne leading 3-1 over Concordia there at the cage. Wayne going with the red road uniforms tonight. They've been going with black a lot the last few years. Football team's been going with black in home games a lot the last few years. Of course, some of you guys might be used to seeing the Wayne Generals wear the powder blue. We're not seeing as much of that these days as we used to. We got about 8 minutes left until we get this, we got 8 minutes on the clock. That's how much time will be on the clock for the first quarter. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer as we have the national anthem here in just a moment.
Snider High School and the IHSAA remind you that sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. Please show respect for the players, coaches, officials, event staff, and your fellow fans. Positive cheerleading and good sportsmanship helps create a great environment for our student athletes. We also remind you that Snider High School is a smoke-free, vape-free campus. Additionally, there are no pass-outs during tonight's game. Fans, be sure to visit the concession stand throughout the game. Restrooms are located just outside the gymnasium next to the concession stand. Finally, please help keep our gym clean. Trash cans are located at the corners of the bleachers. Thank you for doing your part. We hope you enjoy tonight's game, and go Panthers! At this time, we have everyone please rise, remove your hats, and join us in showing respect as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
And now we'll have the announcement of the starting lineups.
Is Derek Hyman. Assistants, Tyler Morningstar. Officials for this evening, Charles Smith, Adam Pressler, and Robert Bontrager. Coach for the Snider Panthers, head coach Joshua Raikkonen. Assistants, Josh Forbes, Tony Gooden, Jordan Bechtold, and Deshaun Posey. And now for the starting lineup for the visiting Leo Lions. A senior, number 2, Sanjay Richard. A junior, number 4, Trevin Gray. A junior, number 5, Lucas Miller. A sophomore, number 23, Jonah LaGrange. A junior, number 24, Andrew Scroggum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's put those balls together for our very own Snider Panthers. A 5'10" senior guard, number 0, Jordan Davis. A 6'6" senior guard, number 1, Jordan Wood. A 6'3" senior guard, number 4, Jamal. A 6'2" senior forward, number 5, Lane Patterson. A captain, a 6'4" senior guard, number 3, Xavier X. Wilson. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our staff this evening. Big shout out to Parkview Sports Medicine. And our athletic trainer on site, Lauren Waterman, taking care of all.
So there you have it, the starters for tonight. We are ready for basketball between the Leo Lions and the Snider Panthers. And around here they say it's time to rumble in the jungle. And you just heard it. It's definitely a jungle tonight. We've got Panthers and Lions in the house. Jonah LaGrange versus Lane Patterson on the tip-off. Tip-off goes out of bounds, and it will be Leo basketball. Looks like Cray will be inbounding for the Lions. He gets it into Andrew Scroggum. Snider did win the JV game between these two, but Leo made it close. Leo certainly hoping that they can not only battle with Snider, but come away with a win. They got 2 big road games, including this one, to close out the regular season. The other one's against Blackhawk Christian on Tuesday. I believe that's Scroggum on the attack. He'll dish to the outside. Trevin Cray, the floater, comes up short. And that was Jordan Woods who got the board for Snider. And here comes Xavier Wilson the other way. Seen some games recently where Snider's had trouble winning the battle on the glass. Had no trouble in that regard this time, at least not on the first possession. But we got a long night of basketball left to play. Xavier Wilson was right there. Kind of lucky the ball came to him, not so lucky on the shot, but Jordan Woods, the offensive board. Reddick's shot won't go. 2 chances for Snider, and they come up empty their first try. Sajay Richard into the paint. He dishes outside to Cray. Scroggum swings it outside. That's Cray, and he is fouled. No, it's a traveling called. I thought they were going to get Wilson for a foul. Instead, it's called traveling, and the Lions turn it over. Well, this being senior night, Snider has some key starters not starting tonight. In all likelihood, they'll be in later in the ball game, whether you're talking about Chance DeRosset or Trell Hogue or Braylon Fertiel or Ketron Pascal. Got to think it won't be long till they get in the ball game. We're coming up on 2 minutes into play. Wilson to the corner. That's Lane Patterson. That's an air ball. Jordan Woods chases it down. Woods slips it in. And Reddick able to finish. Shamar Reddick on senior night. And the Snider Panthers score on their second possession of the game. Trevin Cray, the extra pass. Here's Scroggum. Scroggum into the paint. Batted in the air and taken away by Wilson. Patterson got a hand on it. Wilson, too strong. And Richard with a strong rebound of his own. Lions take over, only down 2. And we got a foul. This one's going on the Panthers.
Foul call on the Panthers, number 0, Jordan Davis. Checking in for the Lions.
Check that. That foul went on the Panthers. Jordan Davis called for the foul. 5:19 left to go in this first quarter. So far, Snider's offensive rebounding helping them out, but they've only got 2 points to show for it. As Scroggum gets into the paint. It's not an easy catch, but it was pulled in. Is that number 3? I didn't hear the announcement of who that is. That shot won't fall. That was Jonah LaGrange who took the shot for the Lions, and the Panthers come the other way. Wilson feeds it. Good ball movement. Patterson a little bit strong off the glass, a little bit too strong. That looked like 2 easy points. Instead, the Panthers come up empty. Scroggum looks to feed it. Turned into a pretty tough catch down low. LaGrange, no, but a foul. Xavier Wilson going to be called for it.
Number 3, Xavier Wilson. Shooting 2 for the Lions, number 23, Jonah LaGrange.
And Jonah LaGrange gets the Lions on the board.
For the Lions, number 2, Sajay Richard.
Sajay Richard will check in. And this game is tied at 2 apiece. Here's Davis. Leo looks like they're in a 2-3 zone. Woods, Extra pass, and this time Patterson will jam it down in a timeout called by the Lions.
Patterson. Timeout, Leo. That'll be their first 30.
With that, the Panthers retake the lead, and while the Lions take the timeout, going to go ahead and show you this replay. Our replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. You got to move the ball well against the 2-3 zone, and Snider did that. Good late feed there by Jordan Woods as defenders came to him, and Patterson's able to jam it down and give Snider this 4-2 lead. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com.
Leo inbound from the inline.
It will be Lions ball. I think that's Grayson Snider who's in there for Leo wearing number 3. This is Richard with the ball. Richard gets himself a good look, but it won't fall. Down the baseline goes Patterson. He got caught in no man's land. Jordan Woods, the pull-up jumper. Got it! Good stroke. Jordan Woods with the pull-up J. Extra pass to the corner. Trevin Cray. Turnaround shot. Batted in the air. Wilson got a hand on it, but it's recovered by the Lions. Here's Lucas Miller, the guard. Really promising young guard. That 3 on its way. Will not fall, but an offensive board. And LaGrange a little too strong. Lions got a second chance opportunity, but could not take advantage. Oh, that looked like double dribble. Instead, it's a takeaway. Trevin Cray gets his hands in the cookie jar. Richard able to feed it off. Miller finds Richard on the baseline. Richard surrounded. Wide open 3. Miller, no. And a strong rebound by Davis. Jordan Davis is a running back, a power running back on the Snider football team, and a really good one. Leo sticking with this 2-3 zone. Reddick is on the board in this ball game. Woods missed the pull-up J that time. He hit one earlier, and there's another foul on Snider. This one might be going on Patterson.
Foul called on the Panthers, number 1, Jordan Woods.
Check that, it's Jordan Woods.
The Panthers, number 11, Trell Hogue. Number 34, Petron Pascal.
We got the answer to my question earlier.
Chance DeRozan.
Chance DeRosset, Trell Hogue, and Tank Pascal all check in with just over 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Those guys are used to starting, used to getting a lot of minutes. But with it being senior night, the Panthers get the seniors on the floor to start the game. And now they got the usual starters back in there. Bo Schwartz looking to drive against Woods, and he traveled.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 21.
I believe that's the second time in this game that we've seen a travel called against the Lions. Braylon Fertiel checks into the game for Snider. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Hogue almost wasn't ready for the inbound. Full court pressure. Fertiel's wide open. Missed the 3. That's usually danger time when he gets a look like that, but the Lions get the stop. Miller gets it to Gustafson. Sajay Richard with Pascal on him. Tries to make his move. Pull up 3. Miller short. Battle for the board. And Schwartz wins that battle. They go inside. Off the backboard, but a second chance for the Lions. Make it a third chance. Richard for 3. Long and collected by Miller, and he's fouled. That is a lot of offensive rebounds, 4 of them. If I'm not mistaken, for the Lions. Trell Hogue called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul on Snider. We've got a timeout called by the Snider Panthers. Their first timeout of this game, but that was a lot of offensive rebounds. I counted 4 of them for the Leo Lions. And, of course, Snider has all that size. Talking about guys like Ketron Pascal and Xavier Wilson especially. And yet Leo, they had guys in the right place at the right time that seemed like they just wanted to get the loose ball and ended up getting it. Lions trying to spoil senior night. Snider with 4 fouls. Panthers do have the lead in this ball game, but Leo hanging with them. But Leo's still looking for their first make from the field. They'll have a chance to get it after a possession, or in the midst of a possession where they've had 4 offensive rebounds already. Can they cash in? That ball gets loose, and Wilson gets to it. Wilson on the run, slams it down. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. Xavier Wilson on the board for the first time. That was a golden opportunity for Leo to get on the board. And instead, it's a 3-point trip for Snider. And they lead it by 7. Now Snider going to set up some pressure. That ball's thrown just across the timeline. Wide open 3, short. Wilson got his hands on it, and he throws it away. Miller fakes Pascal into the air, too strong. And Wilson's got another board. DeRosset, 1 dribble. And the 3 is long. Hogue picks it up. They'll swing it back out to Wilson. Wilson hangs, couldn't finish. But he collects, or does he? He doesn't have it yet, and the Lions rip it away, but did they step out? They did step out. That's just a tough spot. Jonah LaGrange almost secured the possession for Leo, but he had a foot on the chalk. And Wilson's open. Book it! You give Snider that many chances, and they can make you pay. And that 3 goes just before the buzzer. Nate Gustafson knocking down the 3, and that's Leo's first field goal right at the end of the quarter. And with that, we will go to the second quarter with Snider leading by 7 here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Snider does have the lead, 12-5, but one of the big bugaboos so far for the Panthers, they have committed 4 fouls already in this game. Leo hasn't committed one yet. Pascal lost it. The Lions take over. LaGrange was there. Gustafson hit a huge 3 before the end of the first quarter. That ball gets loose, but Richard able to pick it up.
Number 21, Traylon Fertel.
LaGrange looking for help. He goes backwards to Miller. Richard, the crossover to the paint. Missed the shot, but he was fouled. And the foul trouble continues for the Leo Lions. I should correct myself. Foul trouble for the Panthers, that is. That's their 5th foul total in the game. First this quarter. Lions have only committed 1. That was on a shot by Xavier Wilson in the first quarter. It was on a dunk by Xavier Wilson, as Richard is able to get the first points of this second quarter. These Lions come to play. They're coming off a win against Bishop Dwenger, and while Dwenger may be struggling, they've battled with some good teams, and they've gotten a lot of talent, too. Sajay Richard gets both of his free throws. Snider turned it over their first possession this quarter. Tarico Fields is in the game, getting some senior night minutes. Hogue was thinking about it. He'll pull it down. We know he can shoot it. We know he can drive it as well. He'll shoot it now and knock down the 3 ball. Trell Hogue, the junior, getting it done from beyond the arc. Second 3 of the game for Snider. The other one belongs to Xavier Wilson. Miller back outside to Richard. Grayson Snider into the paint. Always got Richard wide open. Richard sets the feet and hits the 3 ball. And the Lions answer from downtown. Pascal extra pass. DeRossit's 3 rims out. Fertil is fouled. Putback did not count. It came after the foul, but Braylon Fertil will go to the line. Only the second foul this game on Leo, first this quarter. And I have to correct myself. That's Trey Hyde wearing number 3. And Fertil sinks his first free throw.
Number 12, Nate Gustafson. And number 15, Bo Schwartz.
Fertil goes 2 for 2. Feed inside. LaGrange the kick. Cray the 3. In and out. Battle for the board. Gustafson. Putback is good. That's Schwartz who puts it in for the Lions.
Number 15, Bo Schwartz.
Fields in trouble. And has that one knocked away as he was trying to find Pascal on that near sideline. Leo's hanging with Snider. Down only 5. Against Snider with that foul trouble, and Leo's starting to win the battle on the boards. That's helping him a great deal. Pascal, one dribble, off glass and in. That's Tank Pascal just using his size advantage. Ball got poked away, almost got poked away again, but Richard recovered. And the Lions keep it, coming up on 5 minutes to play this second quarter. Schwartz from the corner. Richard, that 3 won't fall. Out of bounds, off Snider. And another second chance for the Lions. They've gotten a lot of these second chances here this second quarter. And even in the first quarter, we started to see more of that. Lucas Miller back in for Leo. Xavier Wilson back in for Snider. Got a bunch of guys on the floor at 6'5", 6'6" thereabout, talking about Jordan Woods, Chance DeRossett, Xavier Wilson, and Tank Pascal. Schwartz was thinking about the 3. Now he drives. That's going to be traveling. That's been one of the bugaboos on Leo in this game so far, is the traveling violations. I believe that's 3 of them so far. And Snider takes over with a 7-point lead and 4:45 to go. Xavier Wilson across the timeline for Snider. Pascal slips it in, and Jordan Woods with a jam. Jordan Woods on senior night. Timeout, Leo. A full timeout called by the Leo Lions. Now, while they take this timeout, I'll go ahead and show you a couple of replays worth showing. Here's the most recent one. These replays brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. You might expect Tank Pascal, to take that basketball and just stuff it down. Instead, he found his teammate, Jordan Woods, who was wide open on the back end of that zone. That's great teamwork on the part of both Pascal and Woods. But this time you'll see some good play from the Leo Lions. Yeah, they missed the three, but I think that was LaGrange right there for the rebound, and Schwartz for the putback, and Leo so far staying with Snider, but down 9 at this point as we're just about to come out of the timeout. Each team so far has one foul this quarter, and it looks like it will be Lions basketball. Yeah, it will be Lions basketball coming off that made dunk by Jordan Woods, the senior and a Northside transfer. I think Snider's plenty glad to have Jordan Woods on the floor these days because Sebastian Moore, who used to go here to Snider High School, is now at Northside, and he's had a couple of great seasons on the basketball court. Been the leading scorer for the Legends these last couple of seasons, and I believe he still is. Double team comes. Gustafson swings it cross court to Schwartz. Schwartz swings it back outside. LaGrange. A lot of ball movement against this zone defense by the Lions. Deep three. Gustafson. No, but another offensive board and put back. Lucas Miller. Here's Pascal. Wilson pulls up. Short. And Gustafson's right there for the board. Tough shot contested, and it doesn't go. For Teal with the board for Snider. You know, Wilson was thinking about firing. He's got good range. Jordan Woods off the glass. Gustafson swings it outside. Check that. That's Gustafson, who's got the ball right now. He feeds it off to Miller. Back to Richard. Richard versus DeRosset. Pascal comes to help out. Schwartz will attack. The floater goes.
Number 15, Bo Schwartz.
Wilson just gets it to Fertil. Woods finds DeRosset. DeRosset spins and scores off the glass. Chance DeRosset's on the board for Snider. Here's Schwartz working on Woods. The size advantage hasn't bothered Leo lately, not this quarter. Even though the Panthers have stretched the lead out to 9, Leo's been able to get several second chance opportunities. Even some good looks in the paint. They've worked the clock down under 2 minutes. As Sajay Richard feeds it back. Trevin Cray for three. Tapped around, and this time DeRosset gets the board. Fertil to his left. Wilson will fire. Hits a three. Xavier Wilson, his second three of the ball game. And did we get a traveling call or over and back there? Either way, it's a turnover on Leo. Well, Snider's bringing a lot of pressure in this game, but it's been the self-inflicted turnovers by Leo that have really cost them, and they're down 12 with 1:22 left to go. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball, so we'll see how Snider plays this possession. Wilson got it again. That one was contested, and it didn't matter. Three triples, Xavier Wilson. Snider's got their biggest lead of this game. Loose ball, but a foul. Trell Hogue kind of gave a look like, who, me? I think that's who they got it on. It is the second team foul against Snider this quarter. It was not Hogue, it was Pascal. Jonah LaGrange able to get his first free throw to go. Leo only hit one shot from the field in the first quarter. They've shot it better here in the second, but Snider has also shot it well. This is a guy shooting it well, Xavier Wilson. That's a deep three, and it goes for Trell Hogue, his second triple this game. Gustafson lost it. Wilson ran out of room. Stepped on the chalk as he was going after the loose ball. The Lions will keep the ball with 27.9 to go this first half.
Checking in for the Lions, number 2,
Sajay Richard will check in. LaGrange swings it. Just found his man. Scroggum looks to drive. Going up against Wilson. Scroggum leans. Missed. Put back. Short. Wilson fires. Has it swatted. Recovered by Patterson. 4 seconds. Wilson. He's going to fire. Short. Pascal tipped it out, and Snider's going to run out of time. But the Snider Panthers do lead it 34-17 in the second quarter. We did see Leo shoot it better from the field. They got a lot of second chance opportunities, but Snider also shot it well from the field, and they lead by 17 at halftime. So with that, it is time to get another word in from our sponsors. Again, it's because of our sponsors that we're able to bring you these broadcasts of high school sports. That most certainly includes the folks at Parkview Sports Medicine. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. At the halftime break, it's 34-17 in favor of the Snider Panthers, and we're right back after this commercial break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge Training Program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome back. We are here at Kilmer Court, and the Snider Panthers have a lead of 34-17 over the Leo Lions. Right now I'm going to go ahead and read off the scoring leaders for this game, and I got to thank the folks from Leo High School, the statisticians from Leo High School, for providing these stats here at halftime. Leading scorer for the Lions is Sajay Richard with 5 points. Carson Cogdell, number 22, has 3. Check that. It's Jonah LaGrange who has 3. Carson Cogdell has not scored. Bo Swartz with 4. Nate Gustafson with 3. Lucas Miller with 2. Those are the scoring leaders for the Leo Lions in this game. For the Snider Panthers, it is Xavier Wilson with 12 points. He's hit 3 triples in this game so far. Those 3 triples comprise just 4 of the shots that Wilson has made in this ballgame. He's 4 for 9 from the field. Jordan Woods with 6 points. Trell Hogue with 6 points. He's hit a pair of 3 balls. Braylon Fertiel with 2 points from the free throw line. Chance DeRosset and Tank Pascal each with 2 points apiece from the field. Shamar Reddick and Lane Patterson also with 2 points apiece from very early on in this ballgame on this senior night. Well, as far as rebounding is concerned, Snider is winning the battle in total rebounds. They've got 17 boards in this game. They do have 12 defensive rebounds. However, Leo leads in the offensive rebounding department. They've got 8 rebounds total, and a lot of those 8 offensive rebounds, that is, and a lot of those offensive rebounds came in the second quarter. Leo was able to stay in the ballgame at least for a little portion of the second quarter, in large part because of that offensive rebounding. However, and even though Leo did shoot better in the second quarter than they did in the first quarter, Snider also shot better in the second quarter and eventually pulled away to a 34-17 lead. Leo's had some untimely turnovers as well that have cost them. Now, Snider has committed more fouls than Leo has in this game. Just look at the personal foul total. Only 2 fouls for Leo in this game, 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the second. For Snider, they've committed 6 fouls total. Nobody in any real foul trouble per se, although Trell Hogue does have 2 fouls, so 1 more foul on him, and he will technically be in foul trouble. He won't have fouled out at that point, but he will be in some foul trouble if he commits another foul. Right now, the Snider dance team doing a little performance. They recognize the seniors on the dance team just a little bit ago. It is senior night here at Snider High School, and Snider not playing their final home game of the season of boys basketball. They will play tomorrow against Blackford, which is a really big game. Blackford 15-5. They are from Class 2A, but 15-5 on the season, and Snider got a good battle from the 2A Bishop Lures Knights just a week ago tonight on the road. I'll be here to bring you that game against Blackford tomorrow. Starts about 2:30 p.m. here on SummitCitySports.com. I'll also be at Blackhawk Christian later in the evening as the Braves take on Southside. Blackhawk Christian currently up 26-17 over Northwood. A couple other scores to update you on. Lures has a 39-38 lead over Northside at halftime. Wayne leading 27-17 over Concordia at halftime. And Northrop and Dwenger are tied at 23 going into halftime. That's our most recent update from there. And when we last heard, about 9 minutes ago, Carroll had a 14-13 lead over Homestead in the first half. Check on an updated score from that game in just a matter of moments. And we will do that after our next break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
34-17 in favor of the Snider Panthers against the Leo Lions here at Kilmer Court in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Looks like the Homestead-Carroll game is currently at a commercial break. So check on that one in a little bit, and also check on Wayne versus Concordia, see if there's been any further updates from that game, and there have been. Wayne with a lead 38-24. That game's in the third quarter over Concordia. Cadets trying to get their first conference win of the season and running out of time to get it. And it looks like Blackhawk and Northwood are in a commercial break at this point. We've also got Bishop Lures and Bishop Lures and Northside, and Lures is leading that game 55-52 in the third quarter. Steve Orth's over there calling that game for Summit City Sports. And Homestead and Carroll, meanwhile, still at a break. We've got just under 3 minutes, or right about 3 minutes, until we get the second half underway here at Kilmer Court on the campus of Snider High School. Back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
34-17 in favor of the Snider Panthers against the Leo Lions. And while I have a moment, I'll go ahead and pay a few bills. It's because of our sponsors that we get to do all the games that we bring you here on SummitCitySports.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in our area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Well, again, for Snider, this game will not affect their conference standings. They're already 7-2 in conference play. Their conference slate is already done for the year. However, if Homestead were to beat Carroll, then that would create a three-way tie at the top of the SAC between Homestead, Snider, and Southside. Snider beat Homestead, Homestead beat Southside, and Southside beat Snider. All teams in those matchups won on the road. So Snider won at Homestead, Homestead won at Southside, and Southside won here at Snider. And all three teams in that scenario would have a 7-2 conference record. So Snider not only beat Homestead this year when they were not big Homestead fans, they're going to be big Homestead fans tonight. But right now the Panthers are trying to take care of their business on their home floor against the Leo Lions. And yes, they do have a big game coming up here tomorrow against Blackford, but again, this is the game that they have to focus on first. Leo has this game and a game against Blackhawk Christian left on their regular season slate before we start sectionals about a week and a half.
And number 3, Xavier Wilson.
It is Leo basketball to start the second half. And it looks like Snider's got the seniors back in, same guys that started this game as we begin the third quarter. All wide open, Lucas Miller, but he couldn't finish. And Jordan Woods comes down the floor.
Number 4,
Wilson outside to Davis. Jordan Woods working his way around traffic, can't finish, snatches the board, and just gets it to Reddick. Davis, extra pass, three ball, Reddick, too strong. And the Lions get the stop. Lucas Miller in the backcourt, well, behind the back dribble, and he does get across the timeline. Patterson's on him. Here's Schwartz. Check that, Richard, number 2, not number 15. Richard against a double team. Leo did a great job on the offensive glass in that second quarter. Shot it a lot better that quarter, but Snider also shot it well. Sajay Richard on the attack. Leaning into the shot, and he scores.
2 by number 2, Sajay Richard.
And the Lions get the first points of the second half. Wilson working through a lot of traffic, a whole lot of it. Pull-up jumper, Woods. Smooth stroke from mid-range.
2 by number 1, Jordan Woods.
Loose ball. Scroggum able to recover. Here's Miller. Extra pass, Richard. LaGrange on the inside. That's a carry. Shot's not going to count. I was wondering if they would call that. He dribbled that ball high up in the air, and it does go back to the Panthers. Another one of those self-inflicted turnovers. That has been an issue for the Lions in this game. Davis. And a timeout. Josh Raikkonen wants the timeout. But while he takes a timeout, we will also take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on Summit City Sports. 5:50 left to go in the third.
That'll be a full-time.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
36-19 in favor of the Snider Panthers. They did bring the guys who were starting this game, the seniors that is, onto the floor, and it looks like the seniors are back on the floor on this upcoming possession. That last time out by Snider was their second, so I'll go ahead and reflect that on my scoreboard. As I think Josh Raikkonen was just trying to avoid a 10-second violation. He doesn't have to worry about that this time. Woods turns, couldn't thread the needle. He was looking for Patterson, and the Lions take over. LaGrange looking for help, trying to get it to Cray, I think. Nope, that was Miller. Miller fakes. Got the ball back. Officials say he bobbled it, so no travel. Trey Hyde feeds it off. Cray looking for help. A little bit long, but recovered. And a good look from downtown. Miller couldn't splash it home, and a strong board, but ripped away. Woods couldn't squeeze it, but Wilson does, and he finds his man down the floor. Patterson will flip it in. I think he wanted to dunk it. Just flipped it in the end for two. It's 2 points either way.
Go to the concession stand. Once again, Trinity Holland to the concession stand.
Trying to get it to Miller. He does collect. And we're going to get a foul on the floor before any kind of shot was taken. This will still be Leo ball. Just the first team foul this half. I should say this quarter on Snider. Jordan Davis called for the foul, and Derek Heinen, the Leo head coach, will dig into his bench. I believe Derek Heinen used to coach at Lakeland High School, if I'm not mistaken. Little fake there as Miller kicks it out. Long possession here by the Lions. Panthers are in the man-to-man. Richard wants to attack. He does. Richard leans in. His shot won't fall, and a foul. As Scroggum, or make that LaGrange, got the board, and it looked like that foul was in the act of shooting. Shamar Reddick called for the foul. Just the second team foul on Snider this quarter. Well, Northwood has come back to take the lead on Blackhawk Christian, 34-33. As LaGrange gets his first free throw to fall.
And number 11, Trell Ho.
I believe that free throw gives him 3 for the game. But he only gets 1, and Patterson with the board for Snider. Back outside to Wilson. Extra pass to Rossett for 3. In and out. Patterson collects. Count it, and a foul. Lane Patterson making it count on senior night.
2 by number 5, Lane Patterson. And he'll go to the line for the bonus.
That he will. A chance to shoot for a three-point play potentially. He will shoot for one as we've got 4:03 left to go in this third quarter. He missed it, and Richard has the board right in front of DeRosset. Gustafson looking for help. He comes outside. Richard trying to back in on DeRosset, and Richard hits the floater right over him. Not an easy shot, but Richard got it to go. DeRosset, it's not been his night, but Lane Patterson, 2 offensive boards. He'd rather have the points, but he'll go for points at the free throw line.
Number 2,
Sajay Richard called for the foul. Just the second team foul on Leo this quarter. Lane's lead is now 62-36 over Concordia at the cage. And Lane Patterson, who had a chance at 3 his last time down, won't have a chance for 3 here, but his first one is good.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 21,
Braylon Fertil will check in for Snider.
Number 23, Jonah LaGrange.
Jonah LaGrange will enter for the Lions. Two for two goes Lane Patterson. And that's going to be a foul called on Trell Hogue as he goes over the back of Trey Hyde.
Number 11, Trell Hogue.
And that is Trell Hogue's third team foul on Snider this quarter. Fouls have been a bugaboo for the Panthers. Now, that's the first time anybody for Snider's really gotten any kind of foul trouble. That ball got tipped in the air. DeRossett going for it. That's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow favors Snider. Chance DeRossett with the presence of mind. He's not having a great scoring night, but he just made a great play to get the ball back for his team. Had the presence of mind to go after that tie-up. Pascal, he's going to be called for steps. And that looked like a good call. Looked like he was shuffling the feet as he caught the pass. It's the first traveling called on Snider in this ball game. It's something that Leo has had trouble with tonight, and now we see it on the Snider end. Swartz in a double team, a tight one. Trying to get away, and he's fouled. I think they're going to get Fertil for that one.
Number 21, Braylon Fertil.
And indeed they do. The lob, Pascal pokes it right to Fertil. He got in front like a cornerback, but that was a big cornerback in front of a receiver, if that's the analogy I'm going with. DeRossett got it. And you could say it was only a matter of time before DeRossett got his first triple. Miller short on the other end. And here's Hogue down the floor, looking for the lob. Almost went in for Patterson. That's going to be out off of Leo. That was almost an accidental alley-oop, if you will. I say that because even though they were going for the alley-oop, they almost got it in a rather unconventional way. Pascal able to collect, loses the ball, and I think that's going to be on Pascal. No, they're going to say out on Leo. I thought Pascal kicked it out. Instead, it's going to be Snider ball with 2:10 on the clock. Pascal knocked away again. And that's going to be out off Pascal. Leo basketball. Well, that was a tough possession for Snider, especially for Pascal. Jordan Woods will check back in for the Panthers. He'll give Patterson a breather.
Andrew Scrogga, number 4, Trevin Cray, and number 5.
Trevin Cray, Andrew Scroggum, and Lucas Miller check in for the Lions as we've got 2:03 and counting on the third quarter clock. Timeout. A timeout taken by the Lions, and we will take it right along with them. You're watching high school boys basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Leo basketball as we re-enter the third quarter with 1:46 left to play. That ball's knocked away by Woods, but recovered by the Lions. The floater in the paint is good. Trevin Cray. Traveling called on Snider. That's on Hogue.
Trevin Cray.
And the Lions will take over. They've got a chance to score on back-to-back possessions. They were down 23 moments ago, which was Leo's largest deficit of this game. Meanwhile, Carroll leads Homestead 33-30. I think that game's in the third quarter. As Cray feeds it inside. Pull-up shot. It's good. Lucas Miller. That's back-to-back scoring possessions for the Lions. Pascal gets inside for the Panthers. That was kicked out of bounds by Jordan Woods. And the Lions will keep it with 55.9 on the clock. And Trey Hyde will check into the game for Leo. Cray to put it in. Gets it to LaGrange. Down inside 50 seconds. Lions certainly want something before the end of the quarter. Down 21. Looks like they're playing for the last shot of the quarter. They need a couple possessions and a turnover, but they get a look on the inside. The shot won't fall, and a foul going to be called on the Lions, I think. No, it's on the Panthers. Trell Hogue called for it. That's going to be his fourth. Wilson will check in.
Number 3, Xavier Wilson.
Team foul number 5 on Snider. Free throw crawls home.
Number 23, Jonah LaGrange.
Jonah LaGrange at the free throw line for Leo. Both free throws rattle home. Wilson finds Pascal. Woods able to put it in traffic. Jordan Woods having himself a good ball game. That floater is a little bit long. For Teal comes down with the board. Still 9 seconds. Here comes Wilson. DeRosset down the baseline, loses it in midair, and we're going to have a foul called, I think, on Leo. We'll see who they call it on.
Foul called on the Lions. Number
Lucas
5.
Miller called for the foul. And Chance DeRosset will go to the free throw line. 4 seconds left.
Chance DeRosset.
And DeRosset able to sink his first free throw. He's got one more. Missed the second. Only 3 seconds left. Lions have to get it off. They do, and that does not go. LaGrange trying to hit a half-court three to close out the third, but it's Snider up 50-28 as we go to the fourth quarter on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit, and I'm rich, and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 occasions, but I ain't really the game up we made. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the
34, Keatron Pascal.
Here's an update that doesn't really affect Snider, but Southside is down 38-37 to Wawasee in the fourth quarter. It doesn't affect Snider because Southside already has the 7-2 conference record, same with Snider. Each team has no more conference games left. And Southside already beat Snider head-to-head. But it's a score worth keeping up on, as Southside came into that game with only 2 losses. I think they might still be without Terrence Jordan, if I'm not mistaken. So they're looking to avoid a repeat of that Lures game from just about a week ago. Sajay Richard from downtown splashes it home.
Number 2, Sajay Richard.
Now Jordan Woods coming all the way down the floor. DeRossett had a hard time collecting. He throws up a wild one. Got a mix of seniors and primary starters, if you will, on the floor for the Panthers. Xavier Wilson and Jordan Woods are on the floor for Snider. You've also got Tank Pascal, Braylon Fertiel, and Chance DeRossett on the floor. 3-ball is good. Lucas Miller. Back-to-back threes to start this fourth quarter for the Leo Lions, and they're within 16. Don't look now, but the Lions making things a little bit closer. I think I can show you both of these replays as Snider calls a timeout. Third timeout that they've used. They've only got 2 left. Sajay Richards started it off with a 3-ball. He had a great look. Pascal came out way late, and Richard able to splash it in right over him. And then Lucas Miller also had a great look on this next 3 that you're about to see. Wide open, absolutely wide open. That time it was DeRossett with the late closeout. This is Snider ball, but a 16-point lead that was once at 23. It was at 22 at the end of the third quarter. Here comes Fertiel. Woods slips it off. Pascal lost it. He's been surrounded several times, and another turnover. Leo has surrounded him in that painted area. That pass a little too tall. They're trying to set up Scroggum down low, and the Lions turn the ball over. Their main turnover problem has been the traveling violations in this game. That time, just a little too high on the pass as Leo brings some full court pressure. Braylon Fertiel finds Woods. Woods going up. Count it, and 1. We've seen some of that from Jordan Woods throughout the night. Senior playing well on senior night. A chance at 3.
Foul is called on the Lions, number 23, Jonah LaGrange.
Jonah LaGrange called for the foul. And Woods at the stripe. He's short. Battle for the board. Pascal comes down with it. Not an easy catch, but they find Fertiel, and Fertiel with the 3-ball. That makes it a 5-point Panther possession. Gets the lead back into the 20s for Snider, and it almost went back to the teens, but jump ball is the call. This will go to Snider. 5:59 to go in this game. Still a close game over at Southside. Wawasee with a 40-39 lead. Southside's got a big game on the road tomorrow against Blackhawk Christian. Southside may have the better record, but Blackhawk Christian is a tough place to play, and it certainly has been for Southside. Braves came to Southside last year and absolutely blew out the Archers. The lob to Pascal, and he just used his size to win that battle.
2 by number 24, Chance DeRossett.
Gustafson down the baseline, tries to slip it through traffic, and Woods had it lost it, still on the deck. DeRossett slings it, and an extra pass to Wilson. DeRossett will fire. His three is long. Pascal right there to put it in. Tank Pascal cleaning things up on the glass. All wide open. Gustafson, no. And the rebound comes down to Wilson. He's fouled.
Foul called on Lions number 24, Andrew Scroggum.
Andrew Scroggum called for the foul. Wilson had those 12 points
Checking in for the Lions
all in the first 2 quarters.
Lucas Miller. Panthers inbound near midcourt.
I don't believe he scored anything there in the third quarter. But 12 points is an impressive night for just about anybody. Wilson draws the double team. The ball is swatted. And Wilson recovers. DeRossett looking for Woods. It's knocked away. Snider ball.
Checking in for the Lions number 34, Cole Grable.
Cole Grable will check in for the Lions, and he adds some size to their roster. I think he's the biggest guy on their roster, if I'm not mistaken. Wilson lobs. Pascal, a little touch shot, no. And Grable using that size to his advantage. I don't think he had the size advantage over Pascal, but he had enough size to go up and get that board. You might say he's the one true big that Leo has on the floor. Miller missed the three. Battle for the board. Wilson's got it. Fertil lost his dribble, and we're going to get a foul. Oh, boy. They're going to call it on Miller. I thought that might be going the other way. Second team foul on Leo.
Lucas Miller.
59-34 is your score as Xavier Wilson will look to inbound for the Panthers. 4:13 left to play in this game. DeRossett sets his feet. Fouled on the three, and the shot will count. Chance DeRossett, a chance for 4. Nate Gustafson called for the foul, and that is just not what you want to do. You do not want to foul a three-point shooter. I mean, this hasn't been Chance DeRossett's best night from beyond the arc, but you know he can hit him, and he just hit his second of this game. Grable swings it cross court. Miller swings it. Gustafson from the corner hits a three. Did they call a foul on DeRossett?
3 by number 12.
They're going to say he did foul him.
Nate Gustafson.
Nate Gustafson is the one that hits the three. And I don't know. I thought DeRossett stopped just in time. Josh Raikkonen's getting an explanation from the official.
For the Lions, number 12.
Well, I don't blame him for wanting one.
Nate Gustafson.
I'll update my fouls here. 4 fouls on Leo. That was the first this quarter on Snider. I thought that DeRossett slowed up just in time to avoid a foul. The officials apparently thought otherwise.
Checking in for the Lions, number 14, Hayden Matthias.
Rolls off the iron, and Woods with the board. Here's Davis. Back to Woods as the seniors are back on the floor. Xavier Wilson hangs and scores.
2 by number 3, Xavier Wilson.
I believe Wilson's got 14 for this game. Had 12 in the first half, including 3 triples. LaGrange traveled. Yeah, he was shuffling his feet quite a bit. Derek Heinen wants a foul.
Checking in for
Either that or he has some words for his athletes.
Carson Cogdell.
As Carson Cogdell will check into the game, and I do believe that's the son of former Lions head coach Kerry Cogdell.
Tarico Fields.
Snider gets Tarico Fields back in the ball game. 65-37, and if this score holds, whether the score itself holds or not, Snider's able to hold on and win this game. They'll get 15 wins this season. That's one more than what they had last year. Shamar Reddick puts it in right under the bucket. Another senior getting in on the action. He's been in on the action. He had 13 points in last week's come-from-behind win over Bishop Lures. Snider has learned to play from behind this year. As much as they would love to have been able to come back and win against Southside, that game's in the rearview mirror, and they've put it in the rearview mirror. Caden Mathias with the bucket there. Tarico Fields tries to zip it through traffic. That's batted up in the air. The Lions will take over. And that's going to be a foul. Tarico Fields going hard after the basketball. That's going to be his first foul. Second team foul on Snider. Most quarters it's been Snider who's committed more of the fouls. Not so here in the fourth, but they do commit their second on that foul by Fields. Lob, and Patterson steals it away. That was like a cornerback in man coverage. Tarico Fields, were it not for the bobble, would have shot the three, and he misses on the inside. Tarico Fields a chance to get on the board. You know he wants to on senior night. The pivot, the shot from the corner, it's good. Jay Henney from downtown. That's Jordan Davis. He splashes it home. And Davis will get on the board. Almost knocked away. Fields got his hands on the arm of Mathias. And this will be Leo basketball. Third team foul on Snider. Just a minute and 11 left. And Snider won only 14 games all last year. They were eliminated from the sectional by Carroll in the first round. If they get Carroll at any point in the sectional this year, which Carroll is in their sectional, by the way. So if Snider gets a matchup against Carroll, it certainly won't be easy. But they can certainly put last year's 14-win total behind them. Get win number 15 tonight. Now, tomorrow's game is not going to be easy. Stolen on the inbound, though, by Patterson. Patterson just made that look easy. This is senior night for Snider, but it's not the final home game. They're back here tomorrow. That's going to be a foul on Fields. They're back here tomorrow taking on the Blackford Bears, a 15-win team from Class 2A. And that is the 15th foul on Snider.
We're going to line for Leo and shooting two.
Wawasee now up 45-40 in the fourth quarter over Southside. Homestead was down to Carroll last time I checked. I tell you what, look out for those Carroll Chargers. Their lead is 7 with 2:18 to go, so we may have another big road win in the Northwest versus Southwest Allen County showdown. But right now, Snider's just trying to run down the clock, get their 15th win of this season as Xavier Wilson dribbles around and finds Fields. Woods was thinking about it. Instead, he pulls it down. Check that. That's Davis. Fields open. He got it. He got it. Tarico Fields on senior night. And the Lions just turned it over. Tarico Fields gets to close out his night with a three ball. Right now the seniors look like they're going to ride out this ball game as Fields had it knocked away. Davis couldn't corral the loose ball. Grable does. And the Lions come across the timeline. Pull-up jumper. Too strong. Swatted out. 6 seconds. Cole Grable for 3. Short. 1 second. Game over. And the Snider Panthers win it on senior night. They go to 15-7 on the year. The Panthers won 14 games last year. They'll eclipse that total with their 15th win of this season. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you this last replay. A nice way to close out senior night for senior Tarico Fields from the corner. Great look. Everybody in the crowd wanted him to not only take it, but knock it down. He succeeded on both counts. And the Snider Panthers with a 30-point win over the Leo Lions in this EACS versus FWCS matchup. Snider of the Fort Wayne Community Schools District and the Summit Athletic Conference knocks off Leo from the East Allen County Schools District and the Northeast 8 Conference. The Snider Panthers are your winner. I'll be back in a little bit, hopefully have some post-game statistics for you. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, Snider beats Leo 73-43. They win it on senior night. And a Snider team that won only 14 games all of last year did finish with a winning record, but just 14 wins a year ago. They get win number 15 tonight as they knock off the Leo Lions by 30 points here at Kilmer Court. It's time to recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. 2 of those guys are seniors. 1 is a sophomore. Xavier Wilson finishes with 14 points and 3 threes. Chance DeRossett finishes with 10 points and 2 threes. Jordan Woods finishes with 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting from the field. Xavier Wilson, Chance DeRossett, and Jordan Woods are your Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. But it's going to be a quick turnaround for the Snider Panthers. It'll be a short-lived celebration. They got the Blackford Bears, a 15-win team, albeit a 2A team, but still a 15-win team nonetheless, and a team with some really good talent on their roster is coming here to Kilmer Court tomorrow. And I'll be right back here to bring you the broadcast again as Snider takes on Blackford. Until then, for everybody at Summit City Sports, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Snider High School. The Panthers win at 73-43 over the Leo Lions. You've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from Kilmer.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.